Hello everyone. So this is something that I get asked a lot. This is usually from marketers or from other people who are trying to get me to push more product. And it's to do with the hospital indemnities when you're selling an MAPD plan. So one of the major, holes in the Medicare Advantage system or plan is the very high cost of really three major services. The first one is hospital. That's usually going to come out to about $1,500 in cost if you are admitted to the hospital just once on a Medicare Advantage plan. Now, depending on your how well you are or how poor you are in the financial world, that could be nothing or it could be substantial. Another thing that is really expensive on the Medicare Advantage plan is cancer. Typically chemotherapy. So chemotherapy on a Medicare Advantage plan is usually a 20% coinsurance. So look to your maximum out of pocket, and that's probably what you're going to be paying. It's probably within the ranges of $5,000 to $7,000 in total cost. In network and out of network is up to $10,000. So it can be really expensive for this type of service, right? And then the last one is emergency or ambulance. Ambulance rides are usually around $225 to as high as I've seen $300. So that can be, again, depending on how your budget is, that could be really expensive, and that could be a surprise because, well, that's a huge cost, right? $200, $300 if you're someone who lives on a fixed budget and cost of groceries going up, etc. Right? So for those of you folks who are talking about Medicare Advantage plans and thinking about putting in hospital indemnity, that might be something to consider if your clients look at these, $1,500 for hospitalization for the course of a week, or ambulance, and they're like, well, that's really expensive. Is there anything we can do about it? Then you can put in something like a hospital indemnity from GTL or Heartland. I think Cigna and Aetna have their own hospital indemnity plans as well that you can kind of couple onto the Medicare Advantage plan. And that will kind of help mitigate some of the cost of a hospitalization or those more expensive services. Another thing you could do is you could actually switch them onto a Medicare supplement plan. Now, a lot of people shy away from the Medicare supplement plan because it is expensive. You're probably going to be paying 2 times or even 3 times the premium that you would pay by joining a zero premium Medicare Advantage plan, buying a hospital indemnity plan, just due to the fact that drug plans are really expensive, Part D drug plans, that is. Additionally, Medicare supplement plans do increase in cost every year, and if you're seeing someone who's in their 70s, they're already starting off relatively at a high cost anyhow. So I think that potentially for a lot of individuals who are shopping in the Medicare Advantage world, hospital indemnity might be something to consider, just because those are the higher costs co-insurance that people might have. So I hope that helps. I get a few questions every so often from other agents about, this hospital indemnity. I personally have sold a few. I always think that if you really want to buy more insurance, you buy a Medicare supplement plan. But I see in some cases where a hospital indemnity might be something that someone might want to purchase just due to the fact that they couldn't afford the premiums on a Medicare supplement plan. So it kind of helps at least alleviate some of those larger out-of-pocket costs from Medicare Advantage plans. Anyhow, you guys have a great rest of the day. I will hopefully see you again. Until then, do good things, and I'll see you in the next video.